The Star Weaver's Secret. Act 1, The Spark of Curiosity. In the far-off land of Twilight Hollow, where hills rolled like gentle waves and the sky shimmered with endless stars, lived a young squirrel named Tilda. Her reddish-brown fur glowed like autumn leaves at dusk, and her tail, fluffier than a dandelion puff, was the envy of every squirrel in the forest. Tilda lived with her grandmother, Nana Willow, in a cozy nest woven into the branches of an ancient willow tree. Each night, Tilda would climb to the topmost branch, her tiny paws gripping the bark, and whisper to the stars, "What secrets do you hold?" One crisp evening, as fireflies danced in the twilight, Nana Willow stirred a pot of acorn stew over the nest's tiny hearth. The old squirrel's voice crackled like dry leaves underfoot. "Tilda," she said, "have I ever told you the tale of the Star Weaver?" Tilda's ears perked up. "Long ago," Nana began, "the Star Weaver spun the night sky from threads of starlight. But her greatest treasure wasn't the stars, it was a silver spool, a magical thread that could mend anything, broken nests, torn dreams, even lonely hearts. They say it's hidden in Twilight Hollow, guarded by spirits of the sky." Tilda's eyes widened. "Could I find it?" Nana chuckled. "Only the bravest and kindest souls can claim it. Now, finish your stew, little dreamer." But Tilda couldn't sleep. The spool's magic danced in her mind. She imagined mending her frayed blanket, fixing the willow's cracked window, and helping old Mr. Bramble, the badger whose den had collapsed in the last storm. When the moon rose high and Nana's snores rumbled like distant thunder, Tilda tucked a tiny satchel of hazelnuts into her fur and slipped into the night. Act 2, Into the Whispering Woods. The forest hummed with secrets. Crickets sang lullabies, and the wind carried the scent of pine and wild lavender. Tilda scampered across mossy stones, her paws barely touching the ground. But as she ventured deeper, the trees grew taller, their branches knitting together like bony fingers. Shadows stretched long and thin, and the path dissolved into darkness. Tilda's heart fluttered. "What if I'm not brave enough?" she wondered, clutching her satchel. Rustle, rustle! A bush trembled. Out hopped a plump frog with emerald green skin and eyes like polished jade. "Evening, stargazer!" the frog croaked, bouncing on his webbed feet. "Lost your way, have you? I'm Ferris, Twilight Hollow's finest guide. And you are?" "Tilda," she stammered, her tail puffing nervously. "I'm searching for the Star Weaver's silver spool." Ferris grinned. "Ah, the spool! Heard whispers about it near Whispering Falls. But the path's trickier than a spider's web. Lucky for you, I know every shortcut." Grateful for the company, Tilda followed Ferris through thorny thickets and over crumbling logs. Ferris chattered non-stop, about his pond, his frog siblings, and the time he outwitted a heron by hiding in a lily pad. Tilda giggled, her fear melting with every hop. Suddenly, Ferris froze. "Shh, do you hear that?" A faint whimper echoed through the trees. Behind a fern, a baby rabbit trembled, its paw caught in a tangle of vines. "Help!" it squeaked. "Stay back," Ferris warned. Could be a trap, but Tilda crept forward. "It's okay," she whispered, nibbling the vines with her sharp teeth. Snap! The rabbit sprang free. "Thank you," it cried, darting into the shadows. "Waste of time," Ferris grumbled. "We'll never reach the falls now," but it was the right thing to do, Tilda said firmly. Act 3, Trials of the Hollow. The duo pressed on until they reached a ravine split by a roaring river. A rope bridge swayed in the wind, its planks creaking like an old door. "No way!" Tilda squeaked, peering at the jagged rocks below. Ferris hopped onto the bridge, his voice steady. "Trust your paws, Tilda. I'll go first, copy me." He bounced across, the bridge groaning but holding firm. Tilda crept forward, claws gripping the ropes. Halfway, the wind howled, the bridge lurched, and her satchel slipped. "My hazelnuts!" she cried as they tumbled into the abyss. "Forget the nuts!" Ferris shouted. "Keep going!" Tilda glanced up. The stars glowed brighter, as if urging her onward. With a leap, she landed safely. Ferris riveted with joy. "You're braver than a badger." The roar of water guided them to Whispering Falls, where mist sparkled like stardust and moonlight painted the pool silver. On a mossy ledge sat the spool, a spiral of light, humming with ancient magic. Tilda reached for it, but a voice boomed from the mist. "Who seeks my thread?" A silver-coated deer emerged, her antlers glittering with constellations. "I am Stella," she said, her voice calm as still water. "Guardian of the Star Weaver's legacy." "Why do you want the spool?" Tilda stood tall. "To mend broken things, blankets, nests, and maybe hearts," she replied. Stella's eyes softened. "Magic shared is magic multiplied. Prove your promise, mend something here, now." Act 4, The Thread of Kindness. Tilda's mind raced. She spotted a cracked turtle shell half buried in the mud. "May I?" she asked Stella. The guardian nodded. Tilda gripped the spool, warmth surged through her paws, and wove the silver thread around the shell. Crack! The shell sealed, smooth as pebbles. A tiny turtle peeked out. "Thank you," it said, scurrying into the water. Stella bowed her head. "The spool is yours. Use it wisely." The spool floated into Tilda's satchel. Ferris hopped in circles, cheering. "Let's go home!" Act 5, A Brighter Hollow. Dawn painted the sky pink as Tilda slipped into the nest. "Nana, look!" She held the spool, its light painting the walls silver. Over days, Tilda mended her blanket, patched the willow's window, and helped every creature in Twilight Hollow. Mr. Bramble's den, rebuilt stronger than ever. A robin's wing, injured by a storm. Ferris's leaky lily pad, now a cozy raft. One night, Stella returned. "Look up," she whispered. A new star blazed in the sky. "Yours," Stella said. A dream mended, a light shared. Tilda curled in her nest, the spool's warmth fading but its lesson eternal. Twilight Hollow stars shone brighter now, weaving tales of a squirrel who stitched kindness into the world. And if you listen closely on quiet nights, you might hear the stars whisper. Be brave, be kind, and mend what's broken.